At the same time we are moving forward in our decarbonization journey, we are also pursuing adding new solar and backup natural gas generation to meet the energy needs of the communities we serve. Before we arrived at our final recommendation, we considered several factors. At the heart of all of our decisions were OPPD's mission and strategic directives. The solutions we chose were in response to needs we identified, including a changing generation landscape, the growing energy needs of our communities, our commitment to maintaining reliability and resiliency, and the need to meet accreditation requirements. In November 2019, the OPPD Board of Directors approved a plan that would add utility-scale solar and backup natural gas generation. Our journey continued. In addition to a changing generation landscape, OPPD's service territory has seen tremendous growth in recent years. However, the need for generation goes beyond the addition of large commercial customers. Our population is growing, expanding 7% between 2010 and 2016. That's 2% more than the national average. This commercial and residential growth is driving a near-term shortfall in OPPD's accredited capacity. To comply with the regulations governing our industry, we must add accredited capacity. OPPD's solution involves adding utility-scale solar generation, which is now more affordable than ever before. Teams at OPPD continually balance our customers' rates with the cost of renewables and additional generation. This ensures we are being good financial stewards of our customer owners' money. Let's start with the basics of solar power. Here you can see the path energy takes from the sun to your home. First, the sun's rays are absorbed into the solar panel, converted to usable alternating current, and distributed into the OPPD system to serve customers. Solar generation facilities are quiet. Nebraska weather can be unpredictable, but today's solar panels are much more resilient than in the past. For example, when designed to do so, solar panels can withstand both hail and high winds, two common weather issues in Nebraska. Of course, sunny conditions are ideal, and cloud cover can affect the output and performance of the panels. Some solar facilities use racks that allow panels to tilt or move. This allows the panels to follow the sun throughout the day to enhance energy production. These trackers can also be beneficial with harsh weather conditions. The motion can help remove snow in the winter and provide resilience in high wind events. Some systems can also help position panels so any impacts from hail can be minimized. Speaking of weather, did you know Nebraska ranks among the top 20 states in the country for solar power potential? This potential makes exploring solar generation even more feasible. Let's talk about how a solar generation facility, or solar array, operates. First, the site is secure. Second, the performance of the facility is monitored remotely. Weather will still occur, but rainwater and snow actually help clean off the panels, keeping them working at optimum levels. Finally, solar array sites require minimal maintenance, and they are often buffered by non-intrusive vegetation. When considering solar generation locations, OPPD looked at many factors like social, environmental, transmission interconnection, and design impacts. To properly vet a location, it must be evaluated with all of these factors in mind. It is also important to keep in mind that OPPD is considering several separate solar array sites to meet the energy needs of our customers. Evaluating environmental impacts and proximity is important. By placing a facility near load demands, it lessens the overall cost and need to build additional transmission structures. Proximity to load also maintains the reliability and resiliency OPPD customers have come to expect. Within the solar array are dozens of solar panels made up of individual solar cells. The amount of cells in a panel can vary, but 60 or 72 are the most common. In total, a solar panel measures approximately 80 inches tall and 40 inches wide. When solar panels are assembled into a fixed array, they are placed at an incline to gather the optimal amount of sun. As we discussed previously in slide 7, solar panels may also have tracking systems that allow panels to follow the sun. The height of the panel plus the distance from the ground totals approximately 10 feet. This illustration shows how structures compare with a person. One question we often hear about is the size of the solar facility. This graphic shows the amount of land needed to generate the equivalent megawatts of energy. OPPD is considering sites that allow us to locate several facilities to meet our needs rather than one large site. The typical design life of a solar generation facility is approximately 30 years. Prior to that time, the operator must have a decommissioning plan in place and begin to implement it when needed. That plan often includes recycling the solar panels and restoring the site to its original state or as close to it as possible. There is a lot of information out there about solar panels and solar technology. One question is the potential for glare and trapped heat around the solar facilities. First, solar panels are made of silicone, which is intrinsically reflective. A standard solar panel produces less glare than a standard glass window. Secondly, panels are made to absorb, not reflect the sun's rays. Solar arrays maintain a low profile compared with other generation facilities. A buffer area consisting of trees and screening is a common part of the facilities. As with most other construction projects, drainage is designed to have minimal impact on nearby property. It is a common misconception that solar arrays negatively impact surrounding property values. Studies examining property values near these sites have shown they often have no such measurable impact. OPPD strives to protect the environment. Because utility-scale solar requires large tracts of land, ground cover designs take a number of factors into consideration. These include providing native plantings and pollinator habitat, preventing erosion and water runoff, avoiding impacts to fish and wildlife habitat and threatened or endangered species, as well as environmentally sensitive areas such as wetlands or prairie, and minimizing disturbance of and access to waterways. When a solar array reaches the end of its life, 80 to 90% of the panels themselves can be processed for recycling. Several panel components are recyclable, including 100% of aluminum frames, 95% of the glass, 85% of silicone. This solar cell material is more challenging, but some companies can melt it down and reclaim it. Because the sun doesn't always shine, supplementing a solar generation facility with backup natural gas makes sense. This allows for quick startup and response to demand, which in turn maintains reliability and resiliency. OPPD plans to supplement any solar generation with modernized backup natural gas facilities to offset any dips in production from the solar array. Thank you for taking the time to learn more about solar energy and how it will be incorporated into OPPD's generation fleet. We welcome your feedback on this topic and others. Visit OPPDCommunityConnect.com for more information on Power with Purpose and other OPPD projects.